Hello everyone and welcome to Hoofbeats. I'm JT Wiskowski. Joined in the studio today by Ryan Donathan. Ryan Donathan is standing in for Steve Peak.
Yep, big basketball edition here on Hoofbeats today, men's and women's. We're going to talk about the men's game we just had and what we're going to look forward to here coming up.
All of that and more on Hoofbeats right now. After a three-game skid, Murray State got back on track against Evansville. Let's see if they can keep it going against Lipscomb University. Let's get to the highlights. Jeffrey Moss for the three. It puts the Racers up 17-10. Cameron Payne on a breakaway lays it up, and Murray State's out on top 21-17. Back to Cameron Payne again, working hard for some points, draws the foul, puts it up, gets the and one, and the Racers are up 38-30. Closing out the highlights, Dexter Fields with a three to put the Racers up 49-36. And the Racers get the win against Lipscomb 73-69. Now Ryan, looking at the Racers though, currently on a two-game winning streak against Evansville and Lipscomb, but honestly, only shooting 60% from the free throw line, not too hot.
That's come back to haunt us a few times this year. A couple games we should have won and we didn't because of that poor performance at the line. Cam Payne, for example, shooting 55%. It's just not going to cut it. He's got some growing pains as a freshman, bumps and bruises along the way, of course, but the fact is 55%, it's not good enough. Jeff Moss, on the other hand, 82%, much better. It's a lot. We definitely need that out of him. We need more guys to step up like he is.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Jeffrey Moss also shooting 44% from the three-point line. That is absolutely outstanding. You can't get much better than that. Well, you can, but from a sophomore, that's outstanding. But coming off a few other things, Dexter Fields not creating his own shots. He's not Isaiah Cannon, not able to do it, only shooting 37%.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's a little unfair to compare him to Cannon, but the fact is we have to because he's what we got right now. He's got some talent, he definitely does, but he's not creating the space, he's not creating the shots that he needs to take.
Yeah, another big relief for the Racers. They finally get back TJ Sapp. It's going to be huge to add defense and some scoring to our backcourt.
The scoring is going to be huge. Hopefully he can shoot from the line a little bit better than what we have been doing. And the defense, it has been improving over the course of the season. It's been getting better. They've been keeping us closer in some of these games. Him coming back, it's only going to help.
And another thing I do want to talk about a little bit is our defense. Defense has really improved. In crunch time, especially in the last two-game winning streak, they have been putting the vice grips on when it's mattered.
Yeah, at the end of the day, defense, I'm more of a football guy myself personally, and, defense wins championships. I feel similarly about basketball. If you can limit what they're doing on that end of the board, it's only going to help. All
right, now enough about the past. Look towards the future. We play SIUE on the 17th. What's your score?
I got 73-67.
I myself have 67-54. And when we return on Hoofbeats, we'll take a look at two of the top players for the Murray State women's basketball when we return.
My name is Kiana Kirby, and this is my racer profile.
My name is Jessica Winfrey, and this is my racer profile.
I chose to come to Murray State because it was close to home, but just not so close that I couldn't get away. And it was so friendly here. When I came, everybody was just so nice to me, and I love the basketball atmosphere, so that's why I came.
My 11th grade year, I actually tore my first ACL, my left one, and I was supposed to be going to another school, but they decided not to look at me anymore because of my injury being so close to my senior year. And Coach Cross, he'd always recruited me, always kept in touch, always said he'd have a position here for me. So I just randomly was like, I'm just gonna go look at this school. And everyone was nice, it was really nice. It wasn't too far from home, but it wasn't too close. And everybody I felt so welcomed here, so I think this was a good choice for me.
My best memory being a racer is just how we're going so far. Everybody's playing well. With us being young, it's just great to see everybody connecting well and developing as a good team.
This year has been one of my best memories. This team is so different to me. We're all freshmen, but we get along so well. We count on each other so much, and they're like very special to me. They're a great group of girls. They understand me, I understand them. We just get like we're one big family. This is probably the best team that we've had since I've been here, all around as a team.
Jaywin, she's like a beast on the boards. Every game, I think she leads in rebounding. So, I mean, even if she's not scoring a lot, we know we can count on her for rebounds and just get in whenever she can and bang in and get on the board. So she's meant a lot.
Kiana Kirby, that girl is amazing. She went from not being able to play much her first few years to being the top notch. She's put in work. She's in the gym every day after practice, before practice. She's always put in the work. There's not a time that she's not working hard. She's a great leader. I mean, we depend on her. And she doesn't let us down. She's just a great person all around.
I plan on becoming some kind of basketball coach, you know, because I love the game. So I just want to stay in it, in that aspect, and just coach somewhere. I don't know where yet, but that's my plan.
That's very difficult. I haven't really thought about it yet. I'm just kind of being in the moment, but I know I want to stay in the health, sports field. I want to do something of that nature, so that's as far as I've gotten so far.
All right, welcome back to Hoof Beats. Murray State women's basketball team currently sitting at 6-3, doing a great job. But their last win was against New Orleans University. Let's take a look at the highlights. Coming straight out of the gate, Nakia Edom with the three to put the Racers up early. Again, Edom splits two defenders to make a layup and put the Racers up 41-18. Kiana Kirby does get in the lane, puts a floater up to put the Racers up 56-27. Just right after that possession, Taylor Porter comes back with a three to put the Racers up 59-27. And the Racers win 88-47. Now, one key player, and especially for the entire season for Murray State, well, actually two key players, Julia Fox and Nakia Edom, both coming off the bench and putting points on for Murray State.
You know, bench play is so underrated in the game of basketball. It's obviously important to have a starting lineup that's going to set the tone, but you really, especially come tournament time, you see where the best teams are based on their bench play. You need that 6th and 7th player coming off the bench.
Oh, absolutely. And another thing I want to talk about, even one key starter for Murray State has been Jessica Winfrey, currently tied 51st in the nation in rebounding. When you have over 3,000 players in Division I, that is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, you can't say enough about it. You know, people hear, 51st doesn't sound impressive at first. When you think about how many student athletes are out there playing Division I basketball, it's a really big deal, and her presence on the court sets a tone for the rest of the players.
Now, one game, I want to go back a little bit and talk about something. One game that's near to your heart as you are a Wright State graduate, and that's Wright State against Murray State. What were your thoughts on that game?
You know, it was kind of hard. I want to root for both teams, obviously. I was pulling for Murray. You know, I'm here now. But I wasn't too upset to see Wright State come out, and they played impressive basketball. They're playing above.
I'm gonna say one thing. They're fast.
They're very fast, and you know the thing is they dominated the boards. They were grabbing every rebound in sight, and they just outmuscled Murray State.
Good lead into that though. Actually, talking about the boards a little bit. Even though Jessica Winfrey is 51st in the nation, Murray State is only averaging 45 rebounds per game, while their opponents 51.
Not going to cut it. You know, you need to, especially on the offensive side of the game, of the boards, you need to snatch those rebounds. You need to create second opportunity shots. When you don't, you're going to limit your scoring, and that's where we're getting beat down the stretch.
Well, I mean, only 6'3", though. We got to give them that. Only 6'3". We are finding ways to score, and that's where our bench play, as well as turnovers. We've been a great team on forcing turnovers as well. But Kiana Kirby also, another key player for Murray State, only a junior, 45% from the three-point line.
Yeah, it's kind of like with Jeff Moss, shooting from the three-point line. It's important, it's exciting for the crowd. It's big in terms of the gameplay. and shooting at that high a percentage, it's really coming through for us. But
polar opposites from Dexter Field almost. She can create her own shots. It's pretty outstanding how athletic she is.
Yeah, she's quick enough. She's got the handle. She's making her own opportunities, appear for her.
All right, well, enough about this game and the past rest of the season. Let's take a look towards the future. Alabama A&M on the 14th. What's your score?
I'm going big here. I feel kind of bad for them. I'm thinking we're getting set up.
They're 0-6. They're not doing too hot this season. I could almost smell 100 points from Murray State. What do you got?
I didn't go that far. I went 85-62. I think it's going to be a big win for the Racers.
85-62. I can dig that, but I myself have 75-49. That's all the time we have for Hoof Beats today. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great Christmas break, everybody.